day to you viewers, the Colonel speaking to you live from the Grange, British Imperial YouTube Broadcasting. So we've got a Columbia, and a most unusual one too, 5721, Perverted Placards by H.M. Bateman and Ernest Hastings, sung by Ernest Hastings, entertainer at the piano. Yes, well, it turns out he used to sell newspapers, or so he says in this record. See what you think. Not much perversion, which I'm sure many of us will be very glad about.
You wouldn't think to look at me that not so long ago I used to sell newspapers in the street. But startling news was very scarce and trade was very bad, till a brainwave put me on my feet. The placards that they gave me didn't make the papers sell. They seemed to be uninteresting lies. So a few impromptu crammers of my own went very well, and the way the paper sold was a surprise. I sold out every copy of the paper I had got, and this is what the public heard me yell. The income tax for 20 years refunded by the state. That's the way I made the paper sell. Well, after that I did my best to find a decent scare, and some of my inventions, they were gems. Well, it caused a big sensation when the people heard me shout, "The House of Lords has fallen in the Thames." I used to charge them sixpence when I had a special wheeze, and one of them was worth a half a crown. I shouted, "Blackpool washed away by most tremendous seas, and the Isle of Man floating upside down." And I sailed out in a minute down the Strand one summer day, when I shouted out outside a big hotel, "Sir Thomas Lipton's yacht today sailed up Niagara Falls." That's the way I made the paper sell. One night a policeman locked me up because he heard me shout, "Strange disappearance of the Albert Hall." He turned his paper sideways, upside down and inside out, but he couldn't find that bit of news at all. And at the court they fined me 40 bob for 7 days. I hadn't got a quid or even half. But a morning paper editor at once the money paid. He could see an acquisition to the staff. And now I get a salary for thinking out the bill. And the first one I composed looked very well. It was rumour down in Fleet Street, Ananias come to life. That's the way I made the paper sell. I caused a big commotion once as people left the play, though for days I'd been as quiet as a mouse. I shouted, "Great excitement down at Westminster today. A lady fights the Speaker in the arse." And as the public dearly love a big financial crash, this fairy tale I next began to spin. A panic on the stock exchange, the Rothschilds going to smash, and the Bank of England got the brokers in. And I made a pot of money once outside a music hall. It's a wonder that a rat they didn't smell. Arrest of Ernest Hastings for the murder of a song. That's the way I made the paper sell.
Well, it's beautifully recorded, viewers, even if the lyrics weren't too hot. Although that about the stock exchange sounds horribly familiar, doesn't it? Thank you, viewers, and goodbye.